Visualization and multi-perspective visualization, two very powerful tools to use when developing your mindset and confidence to reach your goals, otherwise known as manifesting for your business and personal life. We're going to get into that today. I'm Monique, the work from home mogul. I am a subscription box owner, YouTuber, Poshmark ambassador, reseller, and I make videos about owning a business, working from home, and all the mindset tools and manifestation techniques to use to reach your goals. And today's special guest is Jermina. So make sure to watch this whole video to find out how you can use visualization and multi-perspective visualization to be more successful. Sitting down and just breathing, focusing on your breath, meditation, or sitting down and imagining, visualization. Both of these seem kind of counterintuitive because you're just kind of sitting in silence, but it's just another way to get things to show up. What it really comes down to is putting yourself in a space where you know things are possible and they're that much more quicker to get to you. You're either stopping resistance or you're allowing the end result by seeing it. See it to believe it is a lot of things that some people say, while this is believing it to then see it, because by believing it and then you're creating it, which means it's already happened because you already created it inside, so then it happens on the outside. You know what? It doesn't have to make sense. You can believe it later. You can believe it when you actually see the results of the manifesting happen. Be a skeptic all you want, but when you are more positive because you've already seen the things happen, then you're not focusing on negative, which in essence is a benefit, even if it doesn't happen, which it already feels like it happened, so whatever. Visualization is more than just closing your eyes and like picturing yourself walking around with the goal completed. What really makes it come home is when you immerse your senses. As humans, we are sensory beings, and I think what sets us apart from other living beings is that we have our senses and can reflect upon them. We can attach a thought to them, a memory to them. When we smell something, we can be taken back to a memory. But imagine if you could use that smell and project yourself into a future memory. Let's do a couple of examples here. When you think about bringing in more money, you can incorporate your senses on what does it look like, smell like, feel like, hopefully not taste like, because you shouldn't be tasting money, that's disgusting. The feel of the paper is different from other paper. When you hold it up to the light and you can see the little blue stripe going down, when you scratch it and you feel the cords on the president's, jacket to kind of identify that it's real. What does it smell like? How does it make you feel? This is how you can bring in more money. You don't have to think about all the action steps it takes. The visualization is basically just the end result. It could be you counting a whole bunch of money. When you imagine yourself looking down at your hands and counting money, how much money is it? What kind of bills is it? What does it feel like? If you don't remember what it smells like, go to the ATM, get a bill, smell it. And the multi-perspective visualization comes in is if you are looking at yourself counting the money from someone else's point of view. And it just brings a whole other solidifying factor to it and validates it when you have more than just yourself looking at it. When it comes to accomplishing a business goal, maybe it's not just having wads of cash to count. Maybe it's actually helping people. A bunch of different orders come in. What does that look like? When you're looking at your calendar screen and you're scrolling, what does the mouse feel like when you're scrolling, or the keypad feel like when you're scrolling? What does the calendar notification sound like? What are all the colors that you use on your calendar for meetings, for appointments, for speaking engagements? all of the great things that comes with having more success, more business. You can pinpoint it down to just one scene. The scene could be you looking at the full calendar. Sometimes a full calendar can induce some anxiety, but in this case, if it's a happy feeling of having your calendar filled, bring in that emotion. A good example here would be, I sold a bunch of packages. There's a whole stack of envelopes, boxes in front of me. I feel the mailing label and sticking it on there. I can feel that on my hands. I can put a piece of tape just to seal the last part. I can feel the little strip of plastic when I took it off to make the adhesive seal. Maybe my phone rings. I get a call about another order. This is a scene where I'm taking in my senses. How does it feel in my hands? But how do I feel feeling accomplished? Bringing that all in and tying in either sounds, smells. Maybe I'm drinking my tea that I'm selling and I know what that tastes like. Trying to bring in all the senses possible. Another way to bring the multi-perspective visualization into this when talking about customers and helping people is visualizing it from their end. So if you want more customers, you can start to imagine your customers receiving your product and service. What does that look like for them? What does it feel like if they're opening a package, they feel the cardboard or they feel the envelope in their hands? What does it smell like if you have products that have a scent? What does it feel like when they use your products or when their services work for them? Another scene and another layer to add on to make it even realer. Sometimes you need to be reminded of what is the whole point of this. Like, why do you have these goals? Why do you want the success from your business? If you make all this money, what actually are you going to spend it on? What is it that you want in your home life? Think of that answer and then visualize the scene. So if it's to go on a vacation, feel yourself opening the balcony door, stepping off to a balcony, feeling the breeze, smelling the salt air, seeing the palm trees sway back and forth, the glistening of whatever water. Maybe at that point you sip a pina colada so you can taste the coconut and whatever flavors that you like. If you want a Miami Vice, then you'll have a little bit of like strawberry in there. If you like it just plain, then it's just plain coconut. And it doesn't have to be so specific in the beginning. You could start out vague and then add in more descriptives as you get better at this. The best time to do this is at nighttime before you go to sleep. And that way you can let your subconscious run with it, make it more vivid and real, expand upon it. Everything is expanding. The more it grows, the more real it becomes. And then, before you know it, you're on that balcony taking that vacation. Picking a location is key. Picking whose perspective is it coming from, yours or someone else's? Who are the characters? Time of day. The overall view is with your eyes. Any sounds coming in with your ears. Are there taste and smells? There's probably only going to be one or the other. The feeling of your hands, of your body, how it makes you feel. And if you have trouble imagining, start with a pen and paper. You could just write it out and start to develop that scene. Identify the 5 senses, read it, then play it in your mind, and then go to sleep. Now let's talk to our special guest, Dramina. Dramina, anything to add about creative visualization? Everything you said was just very spot on. It's all about being in a relaxed state and just using all of your resources. Well, I definitely have a hard time distincting between meditation and visualization. When I'm meditating, I'm just trying to focus on breathing, but then I start thinking about things. Or I end up just going to sleep. How do you stop from just going to sleep? This is why the most perfect time to do your visualization is right before bed, after you've done your entire nighttime routine. And that way, you're going to drift into some of the best slumber you've ever had. What's another benefit of doing this before you go to sleep? Incorporate this into your nighttime routine where it's the final thing that you do, and it'll actually make your dreams even better because your dreams will be focused on what you want rather than the chaos of the day. Thanks, Jermina. No, thank you, Monique. Thanks, work from home buddies. You got here this far, please hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. You can hit that bell and get notified for videos every Tuesday with great content. Make sure to watch this video next. I do want to hear if you've had any manifestation success or any creative visualizations. I want to hear about it. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Just another way to get things to show up